I better record right. Okay. I'm still getting used to all this. All right, so we're gonna do these, like last month we did the first one, and my plan is to do it the first Monday night of every month. This is just more of like the logistics stuff for like the month we're in, and then a little bit about the upcoming month after, and then the live in-person meeting that we do at my house, usually the third Wednesday of the month, but it'll be next week instead because I'll be away the third Wednesday. So this one will be more like informative and kind of like information to kind of plan for the month. And then by the time you get to the live meeting, it is, you know, you guys know that have been more hands-on. We work with recipes, we work with new products, we work with products and tools that you're going to be able to use for the upcoming month to be able to work on your bookings and recruiting and stuff.
In the bathroom.
That was Diane. All right, so we had a really busy month last month, super exciting. We had 10 new team members, all right? So that was super exciting. I kind of grabbed everyone's, the ones that I picked off their websites are good. So we had Nathalie, Melissa, Vanessa, Courtney, Jen and Bill, Teresa, Kimberly, Susan, and Helen, but I couldn't find her picture, so I will have to add that afterwards. So, hey, Jamie. So that was super exciting. And the total month we did $12,908.80 as a team, which is awesome. So really exciting month. And I can't wait to see what April brings for everybody. Again, the dates that are coming up next week is going to be the team meeting at my house. Oh, that's funny. I put 6:30 p.m., but I didn't say the date. So that's the 9th. And then I will be away, just so you all are aware, the 13th through the 22nd. So if you need anything, you know, you could post it in our Reaching for the Stars group. Somebody will be able to, you know, relay information, and I'll be popping on. Then I'm sure from time to time to kind of check in. You guys can also feel free to message me. And hey, Tricia, how are you? Recipe night is going to be next, nope, not next week. I didn't write that date down either. I'm really good at this, you guys. 23rd of April at 6:30 at Friel's house in Waterbury. And then planning ahead, July 24th to 28th is our national conference in Chicago. It's actually right outside Chicago, but I'm having everybody heads up now because actually registration for that is going to start next week. So April 8th is when they're going to open registration for everybody. And you definitely want to keep in mind if you're planning on going or not, because they have tours of home office, of the warehouse and of all of home office, which is awesome. It shows you like the first products. It shows you the history of Doris Christopher. And so there's kind of like a museum piece of it, which is really, really cool. And then the warehouse, I'm not joking, is the size of like 4 football fields or something crazy like that.
Wow.
Like they drive go-karts, or not go-karts, golf carts around in there to like get to everything, with craziness. I went on a tour my first conference and it was crazy. So, you know, those dates for the home office tours will book up very, very fast. So the earlier you decide on if you're going or not and register for those, the better. And then if you decide, you know, a little bit later that you want to go to conference, you know, there may or may not be dates available. I personally don't have any control over that. Keep in mind, it's amazing training. It's a great opportunity for a lot of different things we're going to talk about in a little while. So, one of the best things about the springs, you guys, is that everybody is starting like a fresh start, right? In the spring, we're all like almost coming out of like our cocoons because we're not hibernating anymore. So everyone's excited that it's nice weather. Everybody's excited that, you know, the flowers are blooming and the beautiful weather, you know, those that celebrate Easter or Passover. A lot of weddings happen in the summer, a lot of bridal showers. So it's a really good time to think about all those opportunities that are coming up to be able to talk to people about gifts. Same thing with Mother's Day. So it's a really good idea to talk to people about those too, especially if you guys aren't aware. We do wedding registries, and it works just like a party. the person that's registering gets to get free products at their choice, depending on the sales of what they got for their wedding gifts, which is pretty crazy. I wish I had that for my wedding registry, but I did not. So not a bad deal to get free stuff when other people are giving you free gifts anyways, right? Like it's like double. So in May, typically May and October, for those of you that are not aware, it's always our partnership with the American Cancer Society for early detection and awareness. Usually we have pink products, and a portion of that pink product that is purchased will end up going to the American Cancer Society. They're doing something different this year. So what they're doing is they're still working with the American Cancer Society, but the funds are actually going to go directly to Hope Lodge, which is where cancer patients and their families can stay for free while they're receiving treatments, which I just think is absolutely amazing. And, you know, what's worse than going through something like that than having to worry about like paying for lodging or paying for meals or paying for things like that. So I just love that they're doing this directly to help the patients and their families. So the materials on those particular details will be coming out April 5th. So as soon as I see them and get them, I will definitely post them in our Reaching for the Stars page for all of you guys, so you know. But it's a really great opportunity to reach out to people that you know have been affected by cancer, that you know have, you know, a Relay for Life team, or they walk for Susan Komen, you know, or they have any connections at all with anything that has to do with cancer, to be able to reach out to them and say, hey, listen, you know, I'd happy to do a fundraiser for you. We can raise some funds for your organization or your team or whatever the case may be. And if you need more details on fundraisers, let me know. I do a lot of them. I've done, I did 2 last month. I had 2 the month before. I'm doing 3 this month. And they're a really great way to get contacts. They're a really great way to bring in extra sales that helps you to reach your goals for the month. That's going to help you to reach the sales promotions for the month. And then, of course, is going to help you to get bookings for the next month's coming, because those are new contacts you have coming in, okay? So these products here, the snack bar maker set, the food chopper, the Measure All Cup, and then the limited supplies that will only be available in May, okay? So the pink whipped cream maker and the pink tips, those are limited because those were part of our pink products that we used to carry for the months of May or for October. So while those last, so if you know somebody's going to want one of these, you're going to want to get in ASAP May 1st with an order for them. And it will only be allowed to be added to a May party. So it can't be added to a April or June. So, you know, keep those things in mind. All right. But, those are the products that are going to contribute $1 to Hope Lodge, okay? So you can sell the products. For each one sold, they're going to donate $1 to Hope Lodge. You can, like I said, offer fundraisers that are Help with Cancer fundraisers, or, you know, with organizations, or just in general. You know, you may have somebody that doesn't participate with a particular organization or team, but hey, they hate cancer too, and they want to be able to support the funding for the Hope Lodge. And then, of course, they're suggesting that if you would like to get involved with Hope Lodge and get more information with that, then you can do that as well to contribute to. Okay, so again, I said we were going to talk a little bit more about National Conference, but registration opens April 8th. You guys can use your Pampered Chef dollars to register if you want, which is really exciting. And like I said, the training is amazing. You're super inspired. You're going to laugh. You're going to cry, because I cried a lot. And that's just because I see people that have literally had their lives changed by the opportunity of their business. And that's someone that was, you know, I've told the story many times that I saw on Facebook about a mom that had said she had a toddler and a newborn and was living on her mother's couch. And she took her tax refund, and that's what she used to buy her kit. And then she said, here I am 5 years later, and we're buying our first home. And we've gone on multiple trips with the company since then. Like, that's something that's life-changing. This poor girl that had nothing, you know, had no resources, she literally spent her last dollars, like her tax refund, you know. So that is just one of like the very few stories that you'll hear. And it's just an amazing experience. Not just business changing, but really life changing, helping to encourage each of us just with our own self-esteem and our own confidence in ourselves and what we can do and what we can accomplish. And then, of course, that's going to correlate to your family. It's going to correlate to your home life. And, of course, it's going to correlate to your business, too. We get first dibs on seeing all the new products that are going to come out in the fall, which is awesome. We get to touch them. We get to take pictures of them. We get to see them. Last year, myself and Sarah Gardner did we did a fun little live video on Facebook showcasing all the new products coming out, which we were all excited about, just because it was something fun that we could do. They do giveaways. Last year, they gave away a free kit that I was able to award to someone. They gave away new products that were coming out in the fall. So like so many different things that you're able to take advantage of. And you get to meet consultants from all around the country. I mean, all walks of life, all types of people. When I went for my first conference, I didn't realize, but there's a lot of Amish people that do Paper Chef. Do you guys know that? Yeah, look at Trish. She was like, what? They're all there with their little Amish, I don't know what the outfits are called or whatever. And wouldn't you know, they still send all their orders in paper to home office because they don't use electronics. So they write everything down and they send in their probably, I don't know, maybe a money order or check. I don't know what they're allowed to do or whatever, but that's awesome. You know, I mean, it's really cool to see so many different people that have so many different experiences all in the same place, but we all share the same bond of Pampered Chef, which is really cool, you know, and that's why everyone calls it like a family, because you don't know any of these people, but then you kind of know them because you have the same, you know, something in common, which is really cool. Oh, and then of course they do recognition, which is really fun. So it's a great opportunity. And if you see on the bottom down there, if you're newer since last July, then you'll be able to register for $99, which is pretty cool. And that's a lot of our team. So I'm really hoping to see a lot of people take advantage of that opportunity. I have 3 rooms reserved right now at the Hyatt there, which is right in the same building where our conference is held. It would end up to be about $250 per person for the entire 4 days or 4 nights or whatever it is. And then you would pay for airfare and then, you know, food or whatever. It's a tax write-off. It's a business expense. I just think if your business is something that you want to continue to improve and grow, it's a really great opportunity. So HIT Enhancement Month is the month of April. So just keep in mind, you guys, it's for people that have been in the business for 3 or more months, okay? So for the newer people, you will get to take advantage of a HIT Enhancement Month and get the 40% off of products that you want, but it's in your 4th month of business. So just keep that in mind. You will get to do that also, but this is just kind of how they have it set up. You're allowed to do an order of 600 or less, and it can only be 1 item of each whatever. So if you wanted to get 1 quick cooker and 1 rock crock and 1 brownstone and 1 brownie, whatever it is, you can only choose 1 because obviously I don't want people selling them. But the idea is that you're able to get products that you want that you can add to your kit at a minimum price, which is good. I typically don't take advantage of kit enhancement, to be quite honest with you, because to me, my breakdown and the way I work in my brain is I'd rather buy it
100%.
as a regular sales, make the commission on it. It goes towards my sales for the month. It goes towards whatever the sales incentive is that month, and it goes towards my career sales. So to me, the breakdown of it is worth more, and I make a higher percentage on commission. Whereas if I get it at a discount, I don't make anything. It's just totally up to you and what your goal is. But for me, that's just how I work it, okay? So you are able to personalize your party page if you want, just so you guys are aware. And I know I've walked a few people through this before, but if you see here, you know, when you set up your party, this right here is just set up with the brunch and bevs, but you can change the product description here. You can change the picture that's up there, and you know, you can tweak it however you want and then be able to, you know, save the designs in there, okay? So that's just a FYI. I don't usually do too much with all of that, but, you know, usually for fundraisers I will. All right, so for April, 60% off of cookware, if you guys don't know that yet, for our hosts, which is an awesome, awesome, awesome host special. If you don't have any of the cookware yet, or if you do already, you know, the cookware is awesome. And I have to say, I didn't get the cookware until like 3 months after I started my business, and I hosted parties for 13 years. I never got the cookware because I was always like, oh, it's so expensive. Even when I host, it's still, you know, an investment. Let me tell you, it's so worth the investment. I mean, I've told this story about how a couple weeks ago I burnt pasta because I forgot about it, and I had a pasta cake about that thick in my multi-pot, and it just literally lifted right off the bottom of the multi-pot. And if you didn't see the video on my Facebook page of that, go look, because that just shows the quality. I mean, it's crazy, crazy, amazing cookware. So it's totally, totally worth it. And it's a lifetime warranty. So, you know, it never has to get paid for again. You know, you can just get it replaced. Obviously, we have our new products that came out March 1st. So it's a really great opportunity to market those. And a lot of people are really going crazy over a bunch of them. And then a great recruiting opportunity, which we will talk about also. Okay. So, the 60% off cookware for the month of April just got boosted today. So they just let us know that your host is also going to get right here on top of the 60% off cookware. When their party gets to $550 or more, they are also going to be able to get an extra $100 in free products of their choice, which is crazy. So, you know, if they get to be, what is it right here, $550, normally you would get 90 in free products. Instead, you're going to get 190.
Wow.
I basically doubled it for them. And they get to choose one piece or one set of cookware at 60% off. So this is April 1st. You have the whole month to be able to really help people take advantage of that. And if you're not familiar with the cookware, definitely watch the video I posted the other day, the training video by Michael Yoakley. I'm sorry, not watch it, listen to it. It's an audio call that he did on Coffee Talk. And he literally goes through the reasons, the features, advantages, and benefits of all of our cookware, which is really, really amazing. So, you know, definitely get familiar with that. If you don't have any cookware and you would like to use it at a party and you're local to me, I'm happy to let you borrow a piece of cookware to be able to use at your party. I don't mind doing that. You know, I trust you guys. I know that you'll bring it back. So it's kind of hard to use something for a recipe if you don't have it. You don't have to have it to be able to talk about it. And that's why it's so important that you do research on the products, watch the videos, and be able to market things that you don't have in front of you. But that's a really awesome opportunity for people to get some crazy host rewards. So they do have this new Brunch and Bevs theme that you can use for booking parties as well. And then, of course, the opportunity for hosts to be able to get their half-price items. Remind them that they can use it on the new nonstick stainless steel wok that just came out, as well as the new quick prep food grater, which are both higher priced items that came out in the new March catalog, okay? And there's some wording down here below, which I accidentally covered. Sorry about that. But this is all in your monthly focus email that Pampered Chef sends you monthly. So make sure that you read those when they send them out. They always have a task for you in there that will help with bookings, that will help with recruiting. So it's definitely important to do that if you want to keep, you know, your customer base growing, and then of course your, you know, your calendar getting full, and of course the opportunity to increase your team by getting new team members. Okay, so like I said, you know, we talked about the cookware. You're going to want to reach out to any of your customers. If you have any customers that purchase cookware, reach out to them and say, hey, I know that you bought the 12-inch nonstick skillet. Just wanted to let you know that if you're interested in being able to add to your collection of cookware, we have this amazing host special this month. Guys, that could be they collect $200 in catalog orders. It could be they do a virtual party. It could be they do a cooking party. It doesn't have to be one or the other. It's really totally up to them what they want to do. But to get the host rewards, you only need $200, okay? Now, of course, if they get more than that, then they get more free. But some people just want to be able to get a discount. So they'll say, hey, I'll grab a couple orders for $200, and then I get the 60% off, and I'll get the 50% off item, and I get $20 free. That's just for a $200 price. Okay. So going to, you guys kind of know, well, you should all know where this is because I know I've gone through a lot of it, except for our really new people. We're going to go over all of this. So don't freak out if you don't know it yet. So in Consultants Corner, to be able to go to your host specials, you go into the promotions and recognitions, and then you're going to go to host, and then you're going to be able to pull up your host specials in there, okay? That is where all that is going to be located. All right, for increasing our sales in April, you're going to want to, there's a lot of different even videos on Facebook, on the Pampered Chef Facebook page, as well as on our Consultants Corner that you can be able to show on your Facebook page. And to be able to show, customers that you can put right into your virtual parties that you have going on, as well, and just be able to help them to see, some of it in action. The guest special is pretty cool, that they get the measure mix and pour or the egg slicer plus. Great time of year, obviously. I think a lot of people are still kind of on their New Year's resolution thing, or they're at least like saying, oh my gosh, summer's coming. I need to wear a bathing suit. In my case, I need to wear one in 2 weeks and I'm still not ready, but whatever, it's going to be what it's going to be. I'm not worried about it. I'm on vacation, so I'm just going to have to deal. And then that, of course, is when they spend $75 or more. And if you guys don't do it at your cooking parties, you may want to think about, I do at my cooking parties, I always tell them that, hey, you get to choose one of these items when your order is $75 or more. And then I have a bag that I have smaller items that I purchase either on the outlet online or that I just order from the catalog that are like $5 or under. At conference, we get to take advantage of surprise boxes, which are $10, $25, and $50 boxes we can purchase. We don't know what's going to be in them. And some of them have golden tickets, which I got one last year, so that was pretty cool. And I got a big a big stainless steel cookware set from our old line. So I just got that from the golden ticket. But then there's a lot of little things in there too, which is fun. So I put all those in my $100 basket. So I tell them, hey, Pampered Chef wants to give you one of these items when your order is $75 or more. And what I do is when your order is $100 or more, I also get to, I let you choose from my bag right here, and it's first come, first serve. So they love that. I'll put spices in there. They're like $5 or $6. The spices are rubs. I'll put in there, like, I have a couple of like the mini nylon serving spatulas, which you guys can get in supply. And it's, it's discounted to get like an order of, I think it's 4 or 5 in there. Or even the citrus peelers or the toaster tongs, Season's Best cookbooks, little things like that. People love being able to take something home with them right then and there. So for me, yeah, you know what? It's worth me giving you something for $5 or less to get you to spend another $25. And when someone's like, oh, well, I spent $300. Can I get 3? I'm like, yes, you absolutely can. Yes, you absolutely can. So I don't mind that. But, not something you have to do. I understand it's an investment. But to me, personally, it's worth me taking that little investment. I would never encourage you guys to make a large investment in things, but if you're willing to do those little ones, I think it's worth it, but that's just my own opinion, okay? Oh, I didn't talk about the waffle pan. If you don't have the waffle pan, you need to get it because it's freaking awesome. I love that thing. But it's just, there's so many things. People are making grilled cheeses. I saw someone the other day that took a boneless, skinless chicken breast, and she ended up making it really, really thin, and that's what she put in her waffle pan with like some fresh herbs. I was like, what? And it looks cool. I was like, oh, that's awesome. People have done quesadillas, pizza puffs, like all these kinds of things. Right, so these are the new products that you guys are going to earn this month. Who is excited? So when you submit $750 in sales, you're going to be able to earn the which one are you earning? I forgot. Yeah, we're gonna find that out. That's a good question. I don't remember it. It doesn't tell me in here because I just got this picture today of what the products actually look like. So they're new Cool and Serves. You guys anybody have our Cool and Serves trays that we have now?
No.
No.
Love mine. So it has this big ice pack on the bottom that you put in the freezer, and it stays cold. So when you put it in this tray that has things that you want to keep cold, either items for your like veggies and dip, or you can put in there stuff for burgers, or you can put in there fruit salad if you want, or anything you would want to keep cold. The whole ice pack in the bottom helps it stay cold. But these are new bowls, which is cool because we don't have those. The ones that we have are divided trays. So those are the items that are going to be coming out this summer in our new summer catalog that we'll have. It'll be like a mini catalog for only summer products in there. And those are, so when you get them this month for free, when you see sales, then you will be able to show them off at your parties. I think we get them, we'll probably end up getting them in May or like end of May or something like that. I think that's usually what they end up doing. So we have them in time, for the summer. That's pretty cool. All right. So, new consultant special this month, if you guys haven't seen it, it is that they get the new nonstick stainless steel wok for free when they hit their first $12.50 in sales in their first 30 days. It's worth $240. So that's a really awesome incentive for people that join your team this month. And we did an amazing job this past month on having new people join our team. So that's really exciting. We're going to talk more about that in a couple minutes, but definitely keep this in mind, especially for people that have already had their eyes on our cookware, or that have the nonstick 10-inch, nonstick stainless 10-inch, or the nonstick stainless 12-inch, because they're going to want to add the wok to their collection if they don't have it already. So when you're talking about recruiting, and I don't like to say recruiting, but it's their term, I like to just say sharing the opportunity, because I don't know, recruiting just sounds like military to me, and I'm not like, my husband was a Marine, but I'm not like military mindset, so that's just me. But you really want to talk to people about what the opportunity has awarded you. What has it allowed you to do? What is something that you're able to do because of your business? Is it that you're paying for, you're getting your family out of debt? Is it that you're paying for a specific goal? Is it that you're saving for a vacation, or that you're able to pay for a vacation? Is it that you just want to have extra free money, that you have more flexibility with your income? And when you have more of a personal connection with what it is that you're doing with your business, then you're going to be able to help other people see that, and they're going to feel it, and they're going to realize that you've been affected personally, and they're going to want that too for themselves, and they'll plug in their head of what that means to them. Okay. So, definitely think about what your story is of what, Pampered Chef means to you, or your family, or for yourself. Okay. So, some of the benefits for recruiting, if you guys aren't aware of it, is that not only are you helping somebody else to make a difference in their life, but you have so many possibilities as you build your team. You're going to end up getting overrides on their sales as you build your team. It's not something that comes out of their pocket. It's just something that home office pays us to do. You also get a $30 Pampered Chef dollars for every single team member that you have qualified, and you get 3,000 trip points for every single team member that qualifies. So there's a lot of benefits to you as well, when you're growing your team. Obviously, you're doing that because you want to help someone else, but just keep in mind that that's something that you're going to be able to take advantage of also to help your business too. Okay. So some of our rewards that Pampered Chef, you guys know, we've talked about this, is that the trip next year is to go to Disney World in June next year for 4 people. And if you don't have it already, they're popping me up with my time limit thing. It's okay. There's the tracker, the Making Memories tracker that I have on my wall, actually, and I keep track of it, and I kind of fill in the little stars as I get to my goals. But here we are only in April. We're only like a quarter of the way through the year. So, because we just hit the 4th month. So, that's a lot of time to be able to make this trip if that's a goal of yours. And a trip's not a goal for everyone, and that's okay. But if it is a goal of yours, if you take the points that you need and you break it down monthly, then it makes it a more realistic goal rather than saying, oh, I need 52,000 points, 56,000 points. There's no way that's going to happen. Mm-mm. If you break it down, then it makes it more attainable and it makes it more reachable. And you can get your family involved and help them, encourage you when you maybe don't want to work, or maybe, as you're getting ready to close a party and maybe reaching back out to your host and say, hey, this is where we're at. Do you think that there's 3 more people that you can talk to see if they were interested in ordering, just to be able to get your host rewards, whatever, So the way you earn your points, you get 3,000 points for every single person on your team that qualifies. You also get a point for every dollar that you submit in sales. When you personally have a director promote on your team, then you get 6,000 points for that, okay? And when you personally promote to director, you get 6,000 points for that too, okay? And then what they do is they actually give you bonus points when you have at least $2,000 in sales every single month, okay? So they're like, oh, I'm so glad you're consistent with your business. Here's another 1,000 points. So I'm like, thank you, I'll take them, okay? So, the more consistent that you are with your business, they're like, yeah, we want to make you see, there's a lot of benefits to that, okay? This is something else. I honestly don't really talk a lot about this with you guys, but it's something to keep in mind. I didn't hear anything about Excellence Awards. I didn't know anything about it until I went to my first conference and I saw people walking on stage. And I was like, what's that? There's only 100 people up there out of thousands of consultants. And then I found out it was Excellence Awards. And I was like, oh, I want that because I like the carrots that they dangle in front of us. So you can get it. You can get Excellence Awards for personal sales. That's $55,000 in sales within it's not a calendar year. It's like June 1st through May 31st. Okay. And then you can get it in personal recruits. So if you've had at least 15 team members or 16 team members qualify within that time period, you get it for that too. If you've had developing leaders, is if you get 3 points for every director that you have and 1 point for every, I think, team leader or something like that. And organizational sales volume, I don't even know what that is because I've not posted. It's like when your organization, meaning your entire team, has hit 1 point something million dollars, which we have ways to go to get to that, so I don't even know the number. But I set myself that as a goal from after my first conference, and last year I got it in sales. So only the top 2% of the company gets that, which is pretty cool. So if I didn't go to my first conference, I would never have really understood that, and I would never have set that as my goal or one of my goals. So I think it's pretty exciting. So now my goal this year is I want to hit it in 2 categories. So that's my goal. But do you see that amount on the bottom down there? That's what you get. And you can choose gift card amount of, they have a number of different gift cards that you can choose. It could be to Home Depot, it could be to Cabela's, it could be to Macy's, probably, I don't know, a bunch of different things. But I got Disney gift cards last year because my family went in October. So this year, I'm going to plan on getting the Disney gift cards too. So when we go next June and I have to buy in 2 kids, then I'll have money in my pocket, right? So if I get it for 2 categories, I'll have $500 extra bucks to put towards their vacation on top of a free trip. Not a bad deal, right? So keep that in mind. And again, it's the same thing as earning the trip. It's just a goal that you take and you break it down smaller. And then you realize, okay, in 12 months, if I have, that 55,000 in sales broken down, or if I have that 15 personal new team members qualify broken down, then it makes it, again, more attainable. All right, so our monthly recognition, which I did post on our team page, but I'm so excited for everybody. You guys did awesome. I love the confetti that goes down. It's so fun. So these are some of our top sellers and some of our top recruiters. I don't know what this thing is over the team members over here. Like a blue. But anyways, so that's really exciting. I know, I don't know. I'm still getting used to PowerPoint. I know all you teachers, Julie, use this stuff all the time. But for me, I'm like, I don't know.
I'm not judging anyone, not judging.
Okay, good. Thanks. So awesome job, you guys. You know, Brianna did $1,703.50 in sales. Anne did $1,431.95 in sales. Tricia did $1,204.20 in sales. And Jessie did $1,152.55 in sales.
Yeah.
In sales. Those are our top sellers for the month, which is really, really awesome. And our top recruiters, so I had 3 new team members join. Brianna had 2, Julie had 2, Diane had 2, Tina had 1, and Jessie had 1. So great job, you guys. So that's 10 new people that we get to help kind of just take advantage of the opportunities that Pampered Chef has given us and get them excited about what they can do for them too. So I can't wait for everybody to get their new businesses started. And you know, as you train your new team members or you're talking to them, it reinforces everything for yourself as well. So it's a really great way to kind of help you out and to help them out as you're saying more information, okay? So we had a couple promotions. So we had 2 team leaders. So Julie and Brianna were both team leaders. Yay, and Tricia moved to senior consultant. Yay! So again, to reiterate for you guys, team leader is when you've had 2 people join your team. Senior consultant is when you have 1 person on your team. And then when you have 5 people on your team and you have a total team sales of 5,000 in sales, and they are all at least putting in 150 in the month, then you promote to director, okay? So and there's loads of benefits with director, okay? So, and you get to walk at stage in a red dress at conference when you promote to director. I did that. So anyways, for, like I said before, you know, some of our sales, those are our sales that were submitted for the month. And then Tricia earned her Rock Crack Slow Cooker set this month by hitting her first $12.50 in sales in her first 30 days.
Nice.
She's a newbie still. She's just a baby in Pampered Chef world, but she hit that. So that's awesome, awesome. You're going to love that thing. I use it all the time. I love mine. Okay. So fun. Oh, that's really exciting. So for the month of April, if you want to set yourself up for whatever your goals are, I will personally book. How many parties do you want in April? You know, I aim high for things because you know what? When I aim high, it pushes me. And guess what? If I don't reach those goals that I set for myself, nothing happens. But if I don't set those goals for myself, then I have nothing that I'm trying to meet. So if I just say, oh, I'm just going to try to book parties, you know, it's a nice thought, but if I don't have any, then it's not as big of a deal as me saying, I'm going to book 4 parties this month. And then me saying, oh, I have 1. Okay, I still need 3 more because in my head, I know I wanted 4, you know? So it's a more concrete goal for yourself when you pinpoint goals, you know? It's kind of like, I have this great dress and I want to lose 10 pounds to get into it, you know? If I don't have that number, then I don't really know. All right, it's going to cut me off in like a minute, you guys. And I'm sorry if it stops me in the middle. So anyways, so the Mayho special coming up is 60% off of anything. Rule of thumb is you don't really want to talk about the next coming month until you have the month you're in where you want it to be. So I personally wouldn't say to suggest start marketing May yet, unless your April is really where you want it to be. And my April's good, but I gotta say, if I can add another 1 or 2 more, I wouldn't mind. You know, if someone says I absolutely cannot do April, then yeah, absolutely. I'm not gonna lose that party. I'm gonna say, let's do May, you know? So keep that in mind. And then that's the guest special that's coming up also. I hate to cut you guys off, but if it cuts me off and you have any questions, reach out to me or post in the team page. But I hope to see you all at my house next Tuesday for our team meeting at my house